Welcome to Silicon Valley Nonprofits, a service of KMVT Community Media. I'm Bev Lenahan, your host. Today our guests are Jennifer, Lynn, Torossian-Studley, the artistic director, and Kristin, Genis-Lund, both from Bayshore Lyric Opera Company. Thank you both for coming today. We're really pleased to have you both.
You're welcome.
Well, I'm really excited about this because I don't know much about what you do, but I do know you bring opera outdoors and something for the masses to enjoy, outdoors and free. So let's talk a little bit about how lyric opera got going. Do you want to start us off, Jennifer?
Absolutely, absolutely. So when I was a very young girl, my parents loved music and they took us to many live performances, and so many were outdoors. And I vividly remember the dynamic of the performance, the colors, and I was so intrigued, so involved, and it made an impression on me that lasted. I went on and sang all over the world, different places, and
wonderful.
One of the last performances I had in Italy was in 1996. It was an outdoor performance of Mozart's The Marriage of Figaro. And it was in an ancient square that had a lot of history.
Sure.
And they had hit the back wall with lights because the performance was at night. So
Beautiful.
Oh, it was just fabulous. Well, my parents flew out to see this show, and my mother, who's an artist, pianist, singer, said, "This is unbelievable. You see what you can do," because opera's so dynamic. It's just, it's open to any venue. And if you think out of the box, it works. Just like Shakespeare in the Park.
Yeah.
So when I returned back to California, she and I and some other artists got together and we thought of how can we make opera more friendly, bring children so they're not stuck in a seat, they're outdoors, they can move around, play, hear the music, enjoy the human voices, the acting, the dynamic, the facial expressions, the costumes, and stay after the opera, not on board, "Oh, I'll never come back, I don't know what they're saying," but they'll say instead, "I love it. I think I know what they're saying. This was awesome. How do you do that with your voice?" So this
And
is how
all
we
in
started.
this outdoor setting, which of course lends its own beauty to the whole show, doesn't it? Yeah, for sure. So about how long ago did all of this begin to happen? Kristin, do you want to talk about that a little bit?
Well, I just joined the company about 3-4 years ago, and I'm a local singer. And I got to know Jenny actually in college years ago. So
very good.
the company under her mother existed then, but I wasn't a part of the organization at that time. And then I did an opera about 5 years ago, and Jenny decided to collaborate with another opera company and do Carmen. And so she had me come down and sing Frasquita, and I didn't even recognize her name because it was her maiden name at the time. And so I realized it was the same person, and we got reacquainted, and I've been singing with them ever since. And really, we've been growing the company quite a bit. 4 or 5 years ago, we just did some opera scenes in the park. That's how it kind of began. And since
little
then,
vignettes.
yes,
sort of,
just sort of a medley of different operas, which was great because it exposes people to different media and different shows. But then we started doing full-length operas. We started with the piano with Don Giovanni 3 years ago. Then we went on to do Figaro with orchestra. We added a couple more outdoor venues, all free. And the audience,
the best part.
The audience grew at that point, and then we did Carmen, same thing, and then this year we did Così fan tutte. So we're sticking with Mozart, but we'll probably expand to that.
So Jennifer, how do you describe the mission of the lyric opera? I think that's really important for our viewers to know.
Yes. I would say the mission is that opera is for everyone. It can reach everyone. It touches the soul. Everyone can experience the sadness and the comedy and the drama of opera because it exemplifies life story. And the way that it does it with the human voice is just magical. And when we bring these venues outdoors, we open this opera to people that would never come to the opera, never buy a ticket.
Probably right.
And they come and they say, this is unbelievable. I never knew opera was like that. So we are not only helping every opera company in the area that we perform, we're building subscribers from the young to the new to the old for all the companies. So we're helping the whole culture of opera.
Which is wonderful too. I always think, gosh, I don't know the language, but I can tell by the costuming, the expressions, everything about the cadence of the music. I can almost tell the story without ever knowing the language, which is great. And I think kids are especially good at that. Picking up on some of that.
Some of our outdoor productions are because they're outdoors. We don't have the luxury of super titles, and so we've adapted some of these productions with English dialogue in order to get people more clued into the plot, but we still do the opera in the original language. So, but they understand what's happening. So.
Well, I know you just completed a wonderful summer series, and you mentioned a few of the operas you've done, but tell us a little bit more. Kristin, start out about the one that you did this summer. And
yes, we did.
We'll let Jenny tell about where.
Yes, so we did Così fan tutte by Mozart. It's a wonderful opera, and like I said, we've expanded it, so we actually performed in 6 venues, and we did 7 performances. Some of them were free, some of them were paid venues, but we loved it, and some of them were new. The Big Sur, you can talk a little bit more about that one, because it's special. It was sort of a premier location for us, but people loved it. And why don't you tell a little bit more about the locations?
Yes. So the mission is, of course, making it free. So I would say almost every performance was free, except the Big Sur one, which was an outdoor private location. How I found Magnus Toren in Big Sur, he used to work at the, let me say, Stockholm Opera House.
Oh my.
He loves opera. And as soon as he said, oh, I have a small place, I said, it's okay. You don't know what we can do. We are magicians. We can make it happen. So we came down. He was so excited. He is so thrilled. We had a great show, great audience. They were so engaged, laughing, no super titles. They didn't know what we were singing about, but they knew. You understand? They knew from the body language, from the voice, the acting. He says, please come back. If you could even bring another opera, maybe 2.
Very good.
Yes.
So you found another outlet just by finding this one person.
Well, I think one thing that sets our company apart from other companies is that we are mobile. I mean, we're literally hitting the whole Greater Bay Area with these productions, and we're able to bring sets, costumes, orchestra, projections, lighting, costumes, everything, whereas most companies will stay put in a theater and provide a less intimate setting in a theater, which is, you know, we all have to do what we do, what our strengths are, but I think we are, like she said, helping other companies by exposing them to the art form.
Envisioning this huge van rolling down the highway. So,
that's about it.
Sounds wonderful. I don't know. So what are you planning for 2019? Jennifer, tell us about the 2019 programs.
So 2019, we'll be collaborating with 2 other performing groups, doing a live living composer's work, Lady Bird Johnson, written by Henry Mollicone. This will be at the Campbell Heritage Theater, May 19th. And in the summer, we're looking at possibly doing Verdi's Falstaff.
Oh, I love that. It's one of my favorites.
Yes, it would be great for the audience because we're very close, we can see them, and it's very intimate in these outdoor venues. And followed by that, possibly a Die Fledermaus.
Oh,
in the
another
fall.
good one, especially for kids.
That's right, with dinner, appetizers, maybe some wine.
Oh.
The audience can be mingling on the stage with the performers. It can be very fun.
Sounds like Ravinia a little bit to me back in Chicago. Very, very nice. And so how do people sort of hear about you so they can support you? Tell us that. And then I want to ask Jennifer a question. I'm sorry, Kristin, a question.
We have a website, bslopera.com. We have a Facebook page. We use a lot of social media, and we do get a lot of calendar listings in the newspaper.
Good.
We also have the ability for you to subscribe.
So Good. I'll come back to that, but first let me go to Kristin and ask, you've got to recruit good talent and keep
Yes.
good talent in order to make this happen
Yes.
and have a, a really robust season. So tell us how you go about that. I know you have a lot to do with that.
Well, in the past, we have been recruiting talent by auditioning folks for each show. It's a small world. Most of us know other singers. We have in the Bay Area, there's a lot of great talent. Singers, conductors, instrumentalists, crew, all of these folks help to put on a great show. This year we're going to probably be doing one large audition for our whole season, so that we can capture the talent ahead of time, because singers are busy and their calendars fill up, and so this way we can have a better chance at getting people that are appropriate for the roles. Exactly. So we're going to be doing that. We do it through video auditions. We also might have a face-to-face day where we come in and invite singers to come and sing. And it's also word of mouth, people that we've worked with before that we enjoy working with. Our company is like a family, and so when
it's that way, doesn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
Especially when you're working on different operas, you've got to trust one another and really get to know one another pretty well.
Absolutely.
I would imagine Shakespeare in the Park have some of their talent too that might work with you from time to time.
Yeah,
Which would be
well, we
good.
have used supers too for some of our because we have chorus, we have soloists, we have people that come in and just do acting. So
Good. Thank you. Thank you. Tell us a little bit more about the subscription part of your membership.
Yes, well, we've set it up very easily. If you go to our website, you can just press a button that says subscribe and another button that says donate, because we're a nonprofit and it's a wonderful way to give to the community.
So your subscriptions, are they also tax deductible?
Well, the subscription is free.
Oh,
Yes.
really?
Oh, yes. It just gives you
wonderful.
access to our news and our performances. Sometimes discounts for advance tickets or promo codes.
But when they come, that's also free, except for a couple of them, right?
That's right. That's right. And many of them, people come for free and they donate.
I would think so. I think they would be so appreciative. Well, tell us again, what is your greatest need, and what is your greatest hope for next year?
I would say right now we need sponsors to keep bringing the opera to the community for free.
And they can contact you through the website.
Absolutely.
Good, good. And how about next year? What do you hope for?
Oh, we hope to have more younger audiences. I would say that is the biggest joy, because we can see the faces of our audience members because of our venues. They're small and intimate. I would like to see younger people come to the opera.
Well, I'm sure with this access, we're going to get more people to do that. Thank you both so much for coming today.
You're welcome. Thank you.
you.